I didn't realize it until I fall for no reason at all. I became to be dizzy in the head, and suddenly I fall down. So my children took me to the hospital, and I stayed there, I think, for 24 hours, and they come with a diagnosis that I have small strokes, which I recovered from totally, but that I also has a cancer. And they told me that you can't operate it. You can have medicine to slow it down. So that was 11 months ago, I think, more or less. So from fully fit, which I thought I was, until that kind of message.
How have you dealt with that? I suspect there will be people watching who, like me, know you through nothing other than watching you, managing, standing on the sidelines, and the way in which you approach the game of football, stoically, pragmatically. I wonder, is that the same way that you're processing this right now?
Yes, in the beginning it's very difficult one to handle, and a lot of I didn't feel very well and thinking too much about it. So you have to learn. You have to stop thinking about it and try to live the days you have, the month, the year, whatever it is. And don't talk about it too much, and don't feel sorry about yourself. I had a great life. I have a certain age, so I shouldn't complain very much. And you wake up every morning so far, and important that you feel well. And I do that. And they're taking very good care of me. But I live a normal life, more or less. I'm not running a marathon, of course, but I exercising and I go out eating and things like that, which I always did. So it's okay.
We'll let you off running the marathon. We'll let you off running the marathon, Sven. But
no.
There must have been plenty of people, from your former life in football, getting in touch, reaching out. People, some I imagine you probably haven't heard from for quite some time.
Yeah, a lot of messages, a lot of phone calls and mails and things like that. And I'm very happy. I have a lot of people I know, which I worked with and things like that. So it's been very nice of them to phone me.
There has been, in this country, there has been an outpouring of warmth, of support, warm wishes from the public, from England fans and further afield, which I suppose is somewhat different to the reception that you first had when you became England manager.
Yeah, it was a mixed welcome I had when I started the job. There were some people, not a lot, I guess, but there were some people who didn't want a Swedish man leading the England national team. And I can understand that. But most of the England fans, they didn't care about the nationality. They wanted to qualify for the World Cup, and that's it.
And as well you did. I mean, when you look back though on your time as England manager, I mean, how do you feel about it? Do you think that you achieved all that you could have at that point?
No. I think we didn't achieve what we could have done. And I'm talking about the three big tournaments, 2002, 2004 and 2006. And especially 2006, I think in the World Cup in Germany, I think we had a very good team, as good as anyone else. I couldn't see any team better than us. But we were knocked out in quarterfinal against Portugal, penalties. Portugal again. So we should have done better there, for sure. It was not good enough. We should have reached semi and also the final. And that was the feeling in all the staff and all the players. We felt that we were very strong.
I mean, that golden generation, I mean, the players, I mean, too many to list right now, but there were some absolute stunners. And I'm saying this as a Scotland fan, but also I think I can also say as a Scotland fan that, you know, you did have your share of bad luck through injuries and indeed some kind of decisions going against you, just missed moments and missed chances during those competitions as well.
Yeah, if you talk about injuries, we were not very lucky. 2004, I think it was, or 2002. Beckham injured some weeks before the tournament started. And 2006, it was Wayne Rooney injured some weeks before. Michael Owen got injured as well early in one of the tournaments. So it's big names, important players. So, but anyhow, I shouldn't sit there and blame injuries for not the result. We were not good enough 2006. I thought we were good enough, and we should have done better. So the critics I took and the team took after that tournament, I think it was fair.
We mentioned it just before we started recording, Sven, but just over your shoulder there, a tartan rug, which gives me the perfect opportunity to ask you about another fellow Scotsman, Sir Alex Ferguson, with whom at times you had something of a fractious relationship. I hope my accent isn't bringing back bad memories, right?
No, not at all. I have fully respect of Alex Ferguson, but if I had the national team of England, and he had Manchester United. And sometimes, many times, all the times, we needed a lot of players from Manchester United. That's normal. He had the best club in the country, and we wanted all the players, which I was interested in. So some clashes, there were hard words, but I can understand Sir Alex that he defended Manchester United. You don't attack Manchester United. You don't take players for friendly games. He hated that. So, yeah, we had some rough. But the good thing with Sir Alex was that we might have a fight on the phone, sometimes up in Manchester as well. But if I saw him 2 weeks later, he said, "Hello, my friend Sven, how are you?" So he was angry at the moment, but it went over.
I mean, of course, you know, as managers, and you and Sir Alex both managed at the very, very highest levels of the game. You've had a set of different responsibilities to that when you're a player. I mean, you were both. Which did you prefer? This question, I have to say, was suggested by my father, who's another fan of your career.
As a player, I was not good at all. I was not good enough to play First Division in Sweden. So the best decision I ever took in my professional career was when Tord Grip came to me and said, "It's better you stop playing and be my assistant coach." And that was when I was 27. So I had much better luck as a coach, manager than as a player, for sure.
I mean, are there any teams that you can think of? Because obviously, you know from your biography that you were, as a younger man, you were a big fan of England, the players, the teams, and so on. I mean, is there a team that you look back and you think, do you know what, I wish I could have managed them? I mean, England in 1966 wouldn't have been bad, is it?
Yeah, 66, it's a long time ago, but I think England has a very good team now for the next big tournament in June. I think they can win it. When you talk about football teams, yes, my father is still alive and he's still a Liverpool supporter. And I'm a Liverpool supporter as well. I've always been. So I always wished to be the manager of Liverpool. And that will not happen, for sure. But I'm still a Liverpool fan.
You're very well thought of in one side of Manchester, at the very least, I will say that. I mean, Sven, I've heard it said a number of times, and it relates to your kind of your life in football and your life away from football, that you've always tried to live life to the fullest, and that's something you talked about just when we began our conversation. You know, with you know, knowing that there is a finite amount of time ahead, what are your priorities? What is it that you want to do with each day as it comes?
To be healthy, to not have too much pain. Of course, waking up and with almost no pain, that's a great gift in life. And I think normally we don't think about it. We take it for granted. But when you have an illness, you think about it when you wake up, and it's good. And I hope many, many days still to wake up and be rather healthy. So, well, traveling, looking at a lot of football still, television. I hope maybe to go to England and see England-Brazil in March. That should be very nice. Great game, like a warm-up for the World Cup, because that could also be the final in the World Cup. Mm-hmm. England-Brazil should be great.
Personally, the jury's out for me. That Scotland side's very, very good as well. You want to keep an eye on them. Sven, just one final question. I'm just wondering, of course, because at times like this, and there's undeniably a focus on you and how you're feeling and your health. I'm just wondering, your friends, your family, they must have taken a knock from this news as well.
Yeah, if you talk about the family, of course, all of us was like a shock, because it's nothing which I felt hurt me or nothing. I was fully fit, I thought, and suddenly, like, bang, here you are, and you have a cancer. So it came like from nowhere, and that makes it difficult in the beginning. But you have to work mentally with it, and it's okay today. The brain accepted the reality, and that's important.